All right. Looks like we're all set up here. So it's been a while since I have made a video. So I just wanted to make a video today, reconnect with you guys, kind of share what has been going on in my life, what kind of stuff I'm working on. And then for whoever decides to show up today, we can do some questions at the end. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get into it. So before we get started, I want to take a little bit of time to connect and to kind of dial in maybe where we're feeling, where we might be at. So feel free to do that for yourself, or if you're watching this video after it's been posted, feel free to skip it if that's not something you want to do. So first thing I'm going to do is light this little candle here to kind of set some intention and officially start the video. So I'm going to put this little candle over here. We're going to burn some sage, extend some gratitude and connection, and then we'll get started with the video. So I've got some Yerba Santa here, which was a gift from my mentor Iggy. So thank you, Iggy, for this. Gonna burn some of this. We got it burning a little bit. So what I've been taught and what I've learned to do is to extend gratitude and connection to Mother Earth for providing for us, for allowing us to be here, for giving us a body to experience this life. So we send gratitude and thanks to Mother Earth. We send gratitude to the sky for inseminating the earth with energy, with light, allowing us to grow, to flourish, to provide the plants with the power to grow, which then in turn gives us energy and the ability to continue in this life. Without the sky and the earth, life can't exist. So it's the connection of the two that allows us to be here. So extending gratitude to that, gratitude to the sun, gratitude to the moon, gratitude to the water that allows us to drink and to move around and to carry and to heal us, to purify us from toxins in our bodies. Then we extend gratitude to our ancestors in the West. So now we're moving into the four directions. Thank you, ancestors, for allowing us to learn from you and for bringing us to where we are here in this moment. We stand on your shoulders, and we're grateful for the sacrifices you've made as well as the mistakes you've made for us to learn and carry a new future with a new vision, with the wisdom from the past. Thank you, ancestors. We go to the north. The north is heavenly beings and spirits. The north door is wisdom from the heavenly spiritual aspects of existence. So this is where we might ask for guidance, ask for knowledge, ask for maybe some things that we aren't clear on quite yet. We can also send gratitude and thanks for the guidance and the connection and the wisdom that has been offered to us in the past. So we thank the Northern Door for providing guidance, for being there for us, for providing us love and connection. and letting us know, giving us reminders that we're not alone, that we're here on a journey together, both with the seen and unseen worlds. Thank you. Then we move to the east door, the door of the future, the door of the eagle ceasefire door, where we make plans, we enact, we take action. We seek to change the world, to build a plan, to take action on that plan for a better future. How do we take action? What's the vision for the future? So we send thanks to the eagle, send thanks to what visions we cultivate, what new reality we would like to see in the world. How can we make that a reality? Thank you for allowing us to have vision and for allowing us to take action. Now we go to the south door, the integration door, the physical door. How are we integrating? How are we processing? How are we connecting with ourselves, with our physicality, our humanness? What are the experiences? What are the mistakes that we've made? How can we incorporate those? How can we bring those into our current reality and move forward with it? How can we learn from those experiences? How can we connect with our inner being, our emotions, our pain? How can that provide fruit and provide insight into who we are and how we would like to move forward? And now we move to the center door, which is in the center between the earth, the sky, the four directions. It's a six directions. We're in the center. And in order to have balance, we need to consider all of these different things. All of this knowledge has been passed down through many generations, through native communities, through indigenous communities, through many different cultures across the globe. So I want to pay respects and commend those cultures and those ancestors for passing that knowledge down. And I'm grateful that it's made its way to me, so I'm able to practice it and share with you guys. So at the center is the balance, being mindful and being grateful and connecting with all those different directions. In the center, we send gratitude. We feel all of the different places and connection points that we can tap into and share with. And we say thank you. We extend gratitude. Thinking about what can we be grateful for in this moment in our lives. I'm grateful for my legs, which allow me to walk, which allow me to engage with the world. I'm grateful for my experiences that I've had that have allowed me to see things and uncover more about who I am and how I would like to move forward in this world. And I'm grateful for the people around me in my life who have shared with me, who have connected with me, and who have taught me things. I appreciate you guys. And now we say aho or thank you. And we can move into what I would like to discuss for today. So, that little ceremony, that little intro, is a lot of what is like a small piece of what I've been learning, working with Iggy, my mentor, and working in Sweat Lodge and learning about shamanism. There's a lot of ceremony and ritual involved. And a lot of it is learning how to connect and learning how to extend gratitude and to have a balance of giving and receiving. A lot of times we don't realize how much we're being given in life. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, the shelter above our heads, the people around us in our lives who care about us. That's not to say that there aren't things that are difficult or challenging. But I think a lot of times we tend to focus on all the things that are going wrong instead of focusing or realizing some of the things that are going right. And so having a balance in that respect can be really powerful. And ceremony and ritual provides a container or provides an opportunity for us to do that. So I encourage you, whether or not you want to engage specifically with the ceremony I just shared with you guys, I would encourage you to find a way to extend gratitude or find connection or find a way to maybe reflect on gratitude in your life. So today I'd like to share some of my experiences that I had going to Grand Council. And what Grand Council is basically where many different people come together from the Nemenhah people, so the different chiefs and different people from that community, which Nemenhah is a lineage of native religion, you could say, or native belief system that's been passed down through written scriptures and then translated into English to be able to be practiced and understood and followed. And so Chief Cloudpiler is part of that, and we Chief Iggy Hoopwatcher, who's my current mentor, and I'm not sure what Jonathan's name is, if he has like a ceremonial name or like a official name, but Jonathan is Cloudpiler's son, and so those are the main chiefs. There's also some other people that are really active in that community, but I basically participated. We did Sweat Lodge ceremony and we did drumming ceremony, and it was really powerful. It was really cool to hear some of the stories that Cloudpiler and Jonathan had to share with us, because a lot of my training so far has been with Iggy, and so I've learned a lot from him, but it's always interesting hearing different perspectives. And one of the things that was really interesting to me that I really enjoyed was something that I've never really heard spoken this way, but I thought it was really profound. So a lot of Christian and a lot of like main religions that are around today focus on how this world is viewed as like a sinful world, or a place that's needs to be escaped, or that it's like full of suffering and pain and needs to be transcended or avoided, or kind of moving away from it. And so the Nemenhah, the way Cloudpiler described it, is they view reality and they view this existence in a very different way. It's very interesting. They view it as a place that we have co-created together as spiritual beings. So on the other side, we as a mass consciousness all together, the trees, the rocks, the humans, the animals, we all decided mutually to create this dimension, this world. And so we chose, just as we might choose to build some kind of game or design some kind of game, not to like undermine this existence or the reality of this existence, but we decided that we would love to experience a physical reality. So let's create this opportunity to experience the physical reality. So let's create it and let's choose to participate and build it together. So we, as spiritual beings, incarnate as physical beings to be able to participate and engage in this reality that we created, to be able to experience what that's like, to be able to share in this space, to be able to connect with one another in this space. I thought that was a really beautiful and different way of sharing what this is Oliver. I had a buddy to share what this existence is together, and build that reality. So I thought that was cool, and to me it really feels empowering, and it gives the power back to us as people, that like this is not like a burden or a place that like should be avoided or trying to escape, but rather a place that we have chosen to come to because we would like to experience it. So the precedent that like sets is that, hey, like we've chosen to be here. Let's, to me, it gives me kind of a sense of like, how do I bring myself fully into this experience and experience it, what that, whatever that looks like in the moment. And so that started a process of thinking and trying to understand exactly like, what does it mean for me to like fully be here and fully be present in this existence, and what does it mean to like fully enmesh myself with this experience. And so over the past week or two after having left Grand Council, I've noticed how much I am worried about things that are either like out of my control, so like what other people think of me, or trying to avoid being present in the moment and being with myself. So I had to ask myself some questions about, why am I valuing other people's opinions so much, and how can I change that narrative, and how can I change that focus to what I can control or what I can move forward in my life with. And so some of it involves, for me, being able to sit and reflect and notice when I have a tendency to want to escape. Right? So if I'm noticing that I want to, or if I feel like really busy and like I need to be doing something, what I need to pause and just sit and be like, where is this feeling coming from? And what am I running from? So this is something that like I'm currently kind of working on, and I want to work on. And this is something that obviously Buddhism and like Hinduism and yoga and stuff, it's all about like coming back to the body. But I didn't really understand like why. I always kind of told myself I should be meditating, I should be doing this, but I didn't really understand like why it's important. And now I'm starting to understand like, hey, like if I really want to be here and be true to myself, if I'm constantly involved with my thoughts and my perceptions and the ideas of what I should or shouldn't be, which is something I've discussed over and over on this channel, but as you continue to grow, your understanding of it changes and evolves. So I've really come to understand that. Hello, buddy. Oh my goodness, so much to say. I've really come to understand how important it is to be able to just like sit with yourself, and that importance only really comes to you when it only came to me when it became something that was important for me to be. I'm like, okay, like I really do want to be present. I really do want to be like present for this experience. I don't want to be scared of running away or like looking to things that like don't really serve me. So I've been pulling my energy in, right, back into myself, instead of like worrying about over here, where my energy is just like spread out everywhere. So really focusing on bringing it in, focusing on what I can control, focusing on my interactions, right? Really taking the time to like be with me, right? And connecting in a way that's not taking away from other people or looking for validation or affection, but rather through direct connection, right? So that's kind of like the next thing that I want to talk about, or like it's a good segue into connection and understanding and how that has changed for me throughout like the past, I would say, 3 months or so. So for a long time, similarly to what I've been talking about with like connecting with the body, and maybe being focused on things that are not things I can control. For a lot of my life, I was kind of seeking validation and wanting people to love me or to give me attention, because for some reason or another, like I felt like I didn't have that within myself. So I would do things to try to get that. So I would try to do things that were impressive. I use humor a lot to like make people laugh because it's like it makes me feel good. And sometimes it's like genuinely to like help others feel like feel happy and good. But I think a lot of it's rooted in me trying to seek validation or trying to kind of make people like me, I guess. And so instead of wanting people to like me, I think one of the focuses that I've taken has been focusing on curiosity and leading with questions. So leading with the idea of like, hey, like I would like to know more about you. I would like to like genuinely connect with you, not to take away from or to there's like an expectation of like, hey, I need you to like me, but rather like, hey, I'm genuinely interested in you as a person, and like I just want to connect or want to know about you. So kind of more of a vulnerability and a humility perspective on connecting with others. And so that's something that I've been working on recently, and will continue to work on. And I think that it's similar in theme with being able to connect with the body and be present, but we're being real with ourselves and connecting with other people through a place of genuine authenticity, right? And that's not to say that like I don't sometimes like start cracking jokes to that like there aren't times when I notice that I am doing it for attention, or I am like I slip back into those old patterns. And it's not a bad thing. It's just noticing like, oh, I'm noticing that this sensation of reaching or trying to like get something from somebody's coming up. So then I have to tune into myself and be like, where is this coming from? Why is it there? What can I do right now? Right. And sometimes if our window of tolerance, so if like we're tired, we're stressed, we're hungry, something like that, like sometimes it is harder to be able to like catch it or maybe redirect it. And so being mindful of that is important, and is something that I've learned to do better with myself. I think it's always something I could work on. So that's pretty much what I have been working on for the past few months. To kind of summarize, was the idea that we came down here as spiritual beings. We created this world, like all of us, everything that exists. We decided on a soul level to create this existence, and we come here to interact, to learn, to grow. It's like a playground that we design that we want to experience, and so we chose to come down here. The other one is being able to fully enmesh ourselves into this experience, into this physical reality, to experience it and focus on the things that are truly genuine and authentic for us, right? And being able to focus on the things that we control and that we have a say in. And then leading with questions, having curiosity about others, noticing our interactions with other people. Are we trying to take from someone? Are we trying to seek a certain response from someone? Or are we genuinely just being there, wanting to connect? And I'm by no means a perfect person with this. I'm by no means this is something I'm working on. Right, it's an ideal for me, and it's something relatively new in my process, and so I'm really excited to continue to work on it and see where that practice takes me and where it evolves to. So I'm gonna pull a card. And as I am looking for my deck, if there's anyone in the chat who has a question for me, feel free to post it in the chat and I will answer it once I find my cards. So I will be right back. There they are. Okay. So this is kind of a spirit message deck. So I use it as something to give me like a message. So I'm going to just pull one card and read the message for the theme of the video, I guess. And again, for anybody watching, if you have any questions for me or thoughts or ideas, feel free to post them in the chat. So I'm going to pull one card. Let's see what this card is. Clan of the Wolf Heart. We are the ones we've been waiting for. So this is the card I pulled. So I'm going to read what that is. This is a message deck, so I usually just read the message. So that's what we'll do. So Clan of the Wolf Heart. We are the ones we've been waiting for. You belong to the Clan of the Wolf Heart. This is a soul tribe with boundaries beyond bloodlines and geography. It is based on soul connections to love's wisdom and higher truths of Great Spirit. The clan is united through wolf medicine and the heart. These are qualities of the divine feminine that unify, allowing for a palatable experience of oneness that brings power to our collective wisdom and purpose. Reach out for help from others. Whilst you honor and respect your individuality and your own unique life journey, balance social time with taking care of your own individual needs, including the need for time out in solitude to hear your inner truths and renew yourself. Anger can be a sign from the soul, a sacred gift that asks you to deal with a situation, to bring about something different and more empowering. Use your anger as a sacred gift with compassion and clear purpose. Fight wholeheartedly when you need to safeguard what truly matters. Be open to a greater guiding wisdom so that you know when to be merciful and when to cut something off completely. Believe in the power of your inner voice and do not silence yourself. All right. So that's the message for today. I think it is relevant to me personally, because when I do feel angry or frustrated, I think sometimes I don't take it as a gift, and sometimes I get kind of caught up in it. So being able to notice that as an emotion, as a feeling, and then being able to connect into it, like I mentioned, with being able to connect to our feelings, and see what it has to tell us, and see how we might be able to resolve that solution within our interpersonal relationships. So I think that was a good card for me. So if no one has anything to ask or to share, then I will go ahead and close off the session. I appreciate anybody who tuned in to the live stream currently, and then those who tuned in after, as just to see. I appreciate you guys, and I hope that this video was helpful for you. As always, guys, make sure to seek your truth, take time for yourself, and I will see you in my future videos. Bye for now.